Well, how are you folks doing? Pooch is in here. He's running it solo tonight because I believe Pretty is running a little late. Now she said she'd be in here about 7:30 or so. But man, seems like it's been a while since we've been here. I know we missed last week and we come dang close to not making it tonight. You know, things have just been rather hectic around here, and I got to get me a big old pinch of calm down, get myself calmed down. Mm-mm. Man, that Copenhagen's good. But yeah, Pretty and Pooch, we have been running rampant lately. As y'all can tell, Pretty's not here right now, of course. She'll come rolling in a little bit, maybe, but Pretty's had some unfortunate developments take place at her place of business. You know, it just goes along to show it's hard to find good help. And she's looking for a replacement right now, someone to give her a little bit of help up there. And being that she don't have the help, it's all on her shoulders right now. So that's why she's not sitting here. Now, hopefully she'll come rolling in here in a little bit and we'll catch her. Or you folks can catch her. Because everybody needs a little bit of Pretty in their life. And she's my Pretty. But last week, man, we were just wore plumb out as usual again. It's been hard lately. Pooch has been under the gun at work. Pooch has been battling that back issue. Pretty's been under the gun at work. And Pretty just runs nonstop anyway. But last week we just didn't feel it in us. We tried and wanted to, but you know, some nights and sometimes you just gotta give it the old ain't doing it tonight. And I thought it was close tonight, actually. It was really close tonight for me. Even though Pretty's not here, it was still kind of close. This time change and all has kind of got Pooch and all kinds of discombobulation, along with the load that I'm carrying at work right now, too. I mean, here it is, spring break week here in Texas, and I ain't even took no time off yet. And I'm wanting to, but it's so hard. It's so hard for me just to take time off. I love my time off, but it's hard to take off. I'm not one of those kind that take a day off here or there. Usually if I'm going to take some time off, I want to take a full week and I want to be able to do and plan something that I can do. But the weather's been extra nice around here. We've actually went and got, we might have told y'all this too. We went and got us some above raised beds so we can plant us a little garden. Now Pooch is going to have to fix up a little bed on the ground because he's wanting to plant some watermelons and cantaloupes. Now, mind you, folks, I ain't gardened a lick, so I ain't got no clue, but I'm going to give it a shot. So's Pretty. And old Mammy, she's here to help. Now, old Mammy's been busy out here. Ever since old Mammy's got out here, she has been busy, which I'm glad. I'm glad she's got something to do out here. She can come right out here and run around all this acreage and just do whatever the heck she wants to, as long as she doesn't overdo it. But I come home and I either catch her outside in the yard, outside in the flower bed, outside trimming trees. And the best part is she's been in the kitchen too. So she's been rustling up grub. And I think Pooch has probably gained a few pounds since she's been here. I'm going to actually weigh myself tomorrow when I go to work just to see if I put on some more weight. I'm quite certain I have because, Pretty and I both tell old Mammy, we don't expect you to do this. And we really don't want you to do it. But I know old Mammy, she loves to cook. She likes to have something for us when we get home from work. So, and like I told Tish, and then I've told old Mammy, well, hell, if it's there, I'm going to eat it. I'm not going to let it go to waste. And I will. I'll eat it. I'll eat every bit of it if nobody else eats any of it. But old Mammy's been after it. Before we get too far along here, I got to catch up with some of you folks. I got to watch the chat as best as I can. Now, y'all know I'm not too good at that, but I'm going to give it a shot and we're going to see, because boys rolled down here. And I see the first person in here was Linda Peterson. And of course, she had to let everybody know, hit that thumbs up for me if you haven't already. I appreciate you, Linda. And I hope you're doing well as well. Texas Raider, howdy, sir. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I like seeing his Facebook posts sometime. He's got the weather out there. And I'm quite certain when the weather gets crazy, that ham radio is hot. I'm sure he's checking in everywhere he can and just keeping the scoop on everything. Troy Sutton, howdy, sir. How are you doing? Good to see you in here this evening. Evelyn Newman, good to see you, ma'am. Scroll on down through here. Yep, it's a pooch. Poke the Pooch live. Well, hopefully Pretty will be in here in a little bit. James Hall, how are you, sir? Good to see you in here. Texas Raider again. Come on. Uh-oh, who's that? Can't quite make that one out. You have to forgive me for trying to scrunch up over here in this chat right here. 9 Acre Farms. Howdy, Dale. How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Damon 029. Welcome in. Welcome in. Going on down to Evelyn, Texas Raider. Hope I can fill the position. Yeah, I hope she can too, because as a matter of fact, I think she did post it on Facebook trying to catch some of her friends and some of the younger folks. And I told her what I would do, Pretty, is I would look for me a responsible, mature person that was flexible. I mean, granted, you're working in a boutique, a lash lounge, and you get all kinds of clients that come up in there. You got your hoity-toities, and then you got your ones that are just probably want to be gangbangers or whatever. You know, all those people, they like those lashes. But you get some folks that come up in there, and I don't know how I would tolerate it, because you know there's always somebody going to come in there and raise a stink about something. They didn't like something, and they're going to raise Cain about it, or they want something for nothing. And that's usually, I said, man, I couldn't deal with it, because I'd be real quick to tell them what for. That's just me. I know you got to be nice and professional in there, but it'd be hard sometimes. At least for me, it would be. James Hall, scrolling on down in here a little bit here. Make sure. Treasure Hunter, how you doing, Neil? There's Beth, BNS Odyssey. Hope you folks are doing well. I've been wanting to get outside and do some sort of video filming. I haven't done nothing, although I got some stuff coming up that I'm going to be doing. But you know, it's like a lot of other folks that work full time, and you get out there and you try, or you want to put a video out, but you got something that you want a video, but then also you want to get it done. You know, it's work to try to back and forth. I've been trying to come up with a way where I could do this, and I know there's a way to do it, but by the time I drag everything out, get it set up and get after it, I'm too busy on a roll, and I just hammer down, forget all about trying to record something. But I need to, because I ain't putting nothing up other than our lives. Lori, prepping for heaven. How are you, ma'am? Glad to see you in here. Texas Raider. There's Linda again. Linda Peterson. Scrolling on down through here a little bit. Everybody's saying howdy to each other. You know what? And there's Brian, the Vineyard Farmhouse. How are you doing, sir? But we do have the 10 Killer meetup coming up. Now, I'm still on the fence if I'm going to be able to make that one come April. I was kind of pondering, and especially now that Pretty's locked in like she is with her job. Now I was kind of pondering, we might just make a road trip up there, spend the night, hang out with everybody Saturday, and then spend the night and hook them home Sunday without camping, you know, and all that stuff. Is, there's folks we want to see. So we got to try to get up there some way or another. And of course, the Eufaula meetup coming up in May. Now I'm booked and ready to go, but I've already been told, and Pretty was on board with going, but she's got an engagement that she's wanting to tend to. And, she probably needs to, as much and as bad as I want her to come with me. I know she needs to do her part in her things and her activities with this engagement, a big thing that she's involved in. A lot of you folks know this is Surrender to Rise, the book, the speaking engagements, she needs to go be a part of that, even though it was set for a certain date and it got canceled. And it just so happened the new date set happened to fall on the Eufaula weekend. But we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure she's going to, and I agree with her. She needs to take part in her extracurriculars, and that's quite all right. Pooch will roll up there by himself. He'll be running solo probably. It'd be A-okay. Now I've talked about getting that camper out. I need to get it unwinterized and go camping. And the minute I talk about it, I get the whoa. I want to go. Now we got plenty of places around here we can go do our camping thing close and nearby. So we're definitely going to try something. Maybe she can pull a Saturday off or something. Maybe she'll have somebody hired and that can fall right in and get after it. And we're Pretty don't have to worry about it, but we'll hope so. But that's one of the things I was thinking. I'll go out there and film old Pooch going over the camper and make sure no rats have got in there and chewed stuff up. Make sure no pipes got frozen and busted, even though I pumped her full of antifreeze. Stuff can happen. Still could happen. And I need to get out there and get her prepped. Do a little maintenance on her while I'm at it. Make sure no critters got up in there. But I've got another project as well. I'm telling y'all folks what I'm going to be doing. A lot of my DIY stuff. Because this past week we had some storms come through. And I mean, that's something else. I got to get the insurance out here, have them look at the roof, because we took a beating of some hail one night. Well, we got 2 rounds of hail, but one night it was pretty thick and heavy, and it wasn't but about quarter size, but it woke Pooch up in the middle of the night because it was beating the thunder out of the roof, and it was smashing up against the glass and windows. So I was just knowing I was about to have a window knocked out, but luckily we didn't. But I'm quite certain I need to have my roof addressed, because I don't want to find a problem later and not know about it. Probably get the drone out and fly it over the top before I make that call, because I ain't never had a claim, and I don't want to give them any kind of reason to hit me where I've filed a claim and cause my rates to go up. It's bad enough as it is. It's bad enough as it is. But during that time, we were without power. Howdy, Dana. How are you doing, ma'am? Luckily, I've got a generator. Didn't pull it out to use it, but we sure used all the power banks. Pulled all the power banks out so we could have light, whatnot. Luckily, the refrigerators held their own, and we were good there. Luckily, we wasn't quite stocked up like we've been in the past, where we've lost a chunk of it. But I thought, okay, that's it. I've got generators. I need to set my house up. Go ahead and put me an interlock in that breaker box, so that way I can fire up a generator, plug it in, and the house has got power. I think I know the generator, both of them will handle the house. So it's just a matter of me putting that little mechanism, what they call an interlock, in it, where I could throw the main breaker, kick the generator breaker, fire it on, let it power the house. That's going to be one of the projects I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to film it. So if any of you folks have thought about doing that at your own house, or if you just want to know and you want to know how, watch Pooch's video. He'll show you how. It's not that hard, but you do have to be careful and be safe. There, we're going down here. Lori's prepping heaven. I did say howdy to you, ma'am. There's Paul, PSV Odyssey. Howdy, howdy. going on? Oh, what's he? Whoa, cooking tacos and Spanish rice. What the? Ooh, I need me some tacos. And as a matter of fact, I think old Mammy is making some tacos tomorrow. I'll go for that. Let's see, going down in here a little further, just kind of making sure I ain't missing nobody. You folks are chatting it up pretty well. And I hadn't even been watching no YouTube lately either. I've actually worked late this week, a couple days, getting home at 6:30 in the afternoon. You know, when the time changes, like right now, it's still pretty daylight out there. And when the time changes, Pooch likes to get outside. Now, I did spend a little time out in the shop this past weekend. You know, I bought me a new big tool chest, and I got 3 other tool chests in there that I was going to consolidate and bring it down into my new big one. So I've been out there sorting tools, putting what I want in that big chest, packing all the doubles and triples of the excess I got in a box, trying not to throw nothing good away. Well, there's some good stuff, but I'm going to be giving that to someone that needs it. So along with one of those tool chests, not quite sure what I'm going to do with the other ones, but I'm going to give one of them to a special person. She's fully capable of holding her own and turning wrenches, and I'm going to set her up. Howdy, Arlene. How are you, ma'am? Good to see you in here. James Hall still down in there. Skinner Farms. How are you, sir? Long time no see. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Scrolling on down through in here still, checking it out. Hope I don't miss nobody, but I'm a rolling through. Old Mammy's been doing pretty good here. She's been, again, staying busy. My dad's doing good. I talked to him right before I came on here. He called up, of all things, wanting to know about some post hole diggers. Now, I know he ain't going to use them, but his neighbor's going to use them. So I was like, yep, I'll load them up and drop them by there in the morning on my way through, Dad. That way he can have at it. There's Sammy, Goat Days. How are you, Sammy? And I hope you folks watched David in his live event where he got to speak about the chapter in his book that he wrote with Alina Rodriguez. It was on Facebook Live this past weekend, and I got to go in and watch it after the fact, but it was really good, David. If you're in here, Sammy, tell him he did an excellent job. He did an excellent job. My Alaska. Howdy, sir. Hope you're doing well. Rolling down through this chat still. See, we got 23 folks in here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in here tonight. Hit that like button for me if you can. Your great video. Can't wait. Well, thank you, Dale. If that's the one you're talking about, my generator video. I went and bought all the parts to do all that, so I got it all handy and ready to go. It's just a matter of me doing it. And I didn't want to do it this past weekend because there was a little bit of water out. It was misting, and you know, electricity and water don't go well together. I didn't want none of that. So, Mary Ann Bimler, howdy. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, welcome. Paul's in there still. He's giving the chats up. Man, the chat's gotten way down in here. Arlene. I'm gonna try to catch up in there with Dale and Nana tomorrow night because I missed their live last weekend. Again, I haven't watched much YouTube at all lately because I get up early in the morning. And the time change didn't affect me the first couple nights, but the second few it did because I was wanting to stay up a little extra, used to watching stuff that we do watch. And Pretty and I have both, of all things Pooch could probably give not one iota about. We were watching Mr. Beast games. Now, that had me kind of pulled in on that one. I don't know if any of you folks heard of that. He was on Amazon Prime. It was a 10 series game where the folks were challenged to win. And it started out with 1,000 people, 1,000 people in this game. And they dwindled it down to the final. This was over, like I said, 10 series. It came down to the final 3 and then 2. But they were all trying to win $5 million. And that, I hate to give too much of it away because, you can really tell through this what money can do to people. And that's kind of why I was out on it at first, because I already knew where it was going to go, kind of. And being all these folks didn't know each other from Shinola, but they get in a big group. You get your groups that collab together where they get to where they're like friends, family, their communities and whatnot. But when money's involved, anything goes, and you don't trust nobody, especially when it comes to money. I don't know what it is about it. Well, I know what it is about it because everybody wants to have money. Everybody wants to have way more money than they need most of the time. And once they get it, it still isn't enough. But this game sucker pulled me in watching it with Tish. And we were just amazed at how people become when they say that they're your friend, or that they care about you, or that they love you, or that they're going to work with you. They try to get you to the end, push you to the end. But there's alternative motives involved with this, because each person wants to get to that final count. Each person wants to get that big payout. And man, it was crazy. I'm sure a lot of you folks can probably understand what went on with this, but it was rather crazy. Now, mind you, it was good. It was good. It was a good show. MT Homestead, howdy, Mike and Terry. It was a good show, but golly. Now, if I was to go up in there and the way they were playing this game, and granted, I would have wanted to win the whole kit and caboodle too, but there were times in there where they gave away a chunk of money, say $1 million. And all you had to do was take what they were offering. But you eliminated yourself on the spot. And there was one or two times, there was one time I know where it didn't eliminate yourself. You could take the money, but you eliminated half your team. And it was at that point right there where I was like, shoot, man, I'll take $1 million, and those 20 people behind me on my team, I'd have said adios, because I'm just with numbers thinking I'm not going to get to the final 3, final 2, but then I would have had a target on my back from that point on for sure. But it was strategic playing. It was strategic strategy. And you feed people full of lies. It was the craziest thing. But I encourage you folks to go, if you've got Amazon Prime, or even look it up. There may be other ways to watch it. The Mr. Beast games. It was pretty good. And I think there'll be a second one coming out. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll watch it again the next time. So I see somebody hollering, Tish is Pretty in here somewhere. I've been letting this chat roll on by. Oh, yep, there she is. Don't give it away, she says. Yeah, I know it's tough, babe. But it was crazy, wasn't it? And we watched our last episode last night. It was a good one. I was amazed kind of at who won it, but hey, when you get down to 2 people, it's a 50-50. But the games were pretty cool that they played in order to get where they were going. So that was all right. I'd watch it again. I'd watch the next series that come through. So yeah. But I hope Pretty's on her way home so she can get in here with me. I'm sure she'll get here. And if she's starving Marvin, we'll be able to eat when she gets home. But yep, we got to get out there and get on our garden. I know old Mammy's got some seeds inside the shop planted already, trying to get them to start sprouting before I'm glad we didn't put them out there in these bins right yet, because of the rain and all that hell would have beat them to death and we'd have wound up with nothing. I'm not quite sure what to expect of our little gardening this year, but hey, got to start somehow. Now, we didn't garden and we're not gardening to can, because Pretty ain't got all of her canning equipment ready. But maybe next year, if we do good this year, she'll be ready to do some canning too, because we'll just plant a big garden. We're going to eat what we grow this year. That ought to be good enough. But I definitely want to try to make me some hot sauce. So that's one of my first agendas to try to do this year. But first, we got to get them sprouted in order to get them in the ground where they will grow. And I will also want some watermelon and cantaloupe. If ain't nothing else, I definitely want some watermelon and cantaloupe. And Pretty's laughing at me because she knows daggum well there ain't going to be no canning around here. The only canning there's going to be some opening some Del Monte or some Green Giant cans. That's about all we'll get as far as canning goes. How are you, Heather? Good to see you in here too, ma'am. Nice to have you in here. I almost went live outside tonight. I thought seriously of just going live on the phone, sitting outside to where we could have walked around and take a look at everything outside. It's nice outside, but then I thought, nah, I better go in there and sit behind the mic. That way I can see the chat, because there's no way I'd be able to see a chat on that phone if I was sitting out there with it. Yep, we could do that too, Dale. We can freeze stuff. Now we've talked about that. I think most of the stuff we're going to try to go for this year is going to be a bunch of green type items. Try some lettuce. Definitely trying the broccoli. Definitely doing the jalapenos. And the lettuce. I think we did some cabbage and tomatoes, and probably some of the essential herbs that we're going to need. I know we're going to need some parsley and some, oh Lord, what's the other we need? Dang, I can't even think, but it goes with your hot sauce. It goes with the hot sauce. Can't even think of what it's called. It shows you how much of a gardener I am. We're going to try it though, for sure. Oregano. Yeah, always got to have some oregano. What is that stuff called? Dang it. I can't even think of what it's called right now. But it goes with a lot of the Mexican foods. Goes with a lot of the Mexican foods in your pico de gallo and in your hot sauce. And I've got some jalapenos. Yep. I got the jalapenos. See what's going on here. I'm looking at the chat, trying to stay with it. Everybody's telling me what to grow. Cilantro. That's it. Cilantro. I could eat cilantro by itself. I love cilantro. That's some good stuff. Now, Pretty don't like onions, and I don't think we've got any onions involved, but I probably ought to try to plant some just so I can have them with the hot sauce. But the onions, Pretty's not a fan of onions. If she don't know they're in there, she'll eat it, I think. But she'd probably pick it out and think, what the heck's this doing in here? Wanda Henry. How are you, ma'am? Oh, see what email? Okay. Okay, yeah. If Tish sees that, I'll let her know if she sees it. She'll come rolling in here in a minute. And Bowen's in here. What's up, Bowen? I'm kind of going back in the chat here because it's just been scrolling and I ain't been watching it. Not been watching it at all. I try to catch it, but anyway. So yeah, that's what Pooch has been doing this week. Just hammering down with work, trying to stay ahead of everything other than my YouTube duties. It'd be hard to go full-time YouTube when you ain't got nothing to go for with. So I need to get back after it now that the weather's changing. Get back outside. And what Brian likes to watch me do, he likes me to mow dirt. And I'll be doing some of that here pretty soon too. I'm going to get the old zero turn out. I need to give her a tune up and change the oil in it. Probably need to change the blades because I've hit some rocks and tear up some stuff. I mow over whatever the heck's in my way. I don't stop. I just plow right through it. Need to get out here and do some tree trimming too, but you know, nobody wants to watch Pooch cut trees. Oh, Mammy's been cutting trees. Let her get out here and cut tree. I'll film old Mammy one day. Put her up in the spotlight. I'm still wanting to get her out here with me do a sit down out here with me. I ain't even seen her pop up in here. Let's see, what's that say there? Shirts and caps yeah, I do have shirts and caps to do videos. I've done those, you know, but that gets old for Pooch trying to do those and record them. I get to rolling on them things and I just got to keep rolling to get them done and out of there. So that's how I'm try to stay quick on it. I'm still watching this chat a little bit. I'm trying to catch it up a little bit. Okay. Square Country Homestead. Welcome in. Appreciate you showing up in here. Nice to see you. My Alaska, we love watching you, Pooch, especially when you don't. Well, where'd it go? It moved up. No, we're watching you. Oh, well, yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, a lot of people like watching that stuff. So, Tim Mason, how are you, sir? A lot of people like watching making hats and whatnot. I mean, people that want to learn, know how to do it. That's good. I'll do it for them. No problem. But it's the point of once you get started that when you forget to even set up a camera or after the fact when you've done something, and once you've done it, then you thought, man, I should have recorded that. I should have made a video of that. But don't always forget when it's too late. Prayers up. Did I miss somebody needing some prayers? I know we could still use them around here. Leanne, howdy, ma'am. Good to see you in here. Appreciate you. Tish's brother, he's still battling on, getting through his cancer. My dad's doing a lot better. You know, those strokes affect you in different ways. So he's doing pretty good, but you know, the little memory lapse sometimes will play tricks with him. I was talking with him earlier, and I think he repeated himself 3 times of something he was asking and telling me, which is okay. It's quite all right. Granny's doing good. Well, Granny, I call old Mammy Granny too a lot of times, but old Mammy's doing good. She's doing her thing. I like the fact that she's keeping busy. Back Road Freedom. Hey, Justin, welcome in here. Good to see you, sir. She's kicking and staying active. That's a good part, you know, but we got to watch her. I have to watch her and just don't expect nothing out of her, but just the way she is, she's got to be busy, which is good. I'm glad she's busy. I just don't want her to overdo herself and cause more harm than good. You know what I mean? Does it take a toll on you? Prayers for everyone, Heather says. Yes, thank you. Tim and I need a Pretty and Pooch hat. Well, you know what? If you are going to one of the meetups, I'm liable to bring some with me. I've got to get after it and make some up. If I've got them, I'll be bringing them for sure. And Justin, I saw you working in, what was it, Spring, Texas today? I looked at your shirt, M&S Engineering. And I was like, I've heard of them. I didn't know you actually worked for them. I need to get me a job with them. I can move down that way. No, I ain't moving. I ain't going nowhere. Howdy, Josh. How are you, sir? Good to see you, Josh Sherman. Glad to see you in here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know you talk with Tish quite a bit, and she fills me in, and I appreciate you two keeping in touch with each other. Most definitely. And I always ask her if you talk to Justin or Josh and folks that I don't talk to on a regular. I know she's probably done it, so it's good. I'm glad you two keep in contact with each other. Down now, going in. Hey, Lori, how are you, ma'am? Lori Cart. Pretty might be rolling in here any minute. I don't know. Obviously, if she's texting, she's on the road. So hopefully she can get in here and she can catch you up with her dealings. That way y'all won't feel like you missed her. 9 Acre Farms, MT Homestead saying howdy. Mike and Terry be coming up next as well on the Wednesday night live. I believe, did Derek go live tonight? I haven't been able to catch and see if he went live. Amy over at Leonard Mountain, she's probably went live tonight, but you know, that's the normal routine on a Wednesday night. And then of course, Pretty and Pooch, other than us missing last weekend, we try to make it in here on Wednesday nights. Mike and Terry, MT Homestead will be following us up. There's Derek. How are you doing, Derek? Derek Fowler, 1973. Was just talking about you. If you went live later, if you did, I'll be going back and watching it. But MT Homestead following Pretty and Pooch. And then, of course, Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. And then Peter, Old Man King Homestead, will be wrapping up tonight's live events on a Wednesday night. Then, of course, tomorrow night, you got your Homestead Hangout. I don't know all those folks in their category, but I'm sure a lot of you folks do. So be sure and go check them out tomorrow night. Pretty and Pooch have been talking about throwing a live up at a different time just to throw one in there here and there. But I've tried to tell Pretty too, grab that camera and record you a day of doing whatever. It don't have to be nothing. Throw it up on here so we can have some videos coming up because we ain't been doing diddly squat. I'm scrolling down here watching you folks chat still. But I am ready to go. Let's see. Pooch, when you have time, I'd like to find out price for some hats with my logo. Gotcha. Shoot me an email that logo and I'll see if I can do it. And I'll let you know, Chris. And give me a good heads up and a good warning on time so I can make sure I can do it. I don't mind doing hats at all for folks as long as I can get in there. I don't even know how to say that name, but Mitzi Del Luco, welcome in. Appreciate you popping in here with us tonight with Pooch. It's Pooch kind of solo right now, and it's 7:38. I hope Pretty gets in here so y'all can have your Pretty in your life tonight. Let's see here. Derek, sorry I missed you. I guess the Derek might have went live. I try to catch all those folks. I'm usually on a rerun, but you know, I try. I like to give a thumbs up and say howdy to everybody as well. Returning the favor just to let them know Pooch was there. I did see Pretty say my Josh, but heck, it's a Wednesday night, midweek. Can't wait for the weekend. I'm so ready to get some time off. And I was pondering it. I just might pull a Friday this week. I don't know yet, but you know, I got to get a few things done to get ready to take care of some stuff around here. So, you know, little PMs on my own equipment ain't going to hurt. And who knows, maybe Friday be a good day for me to do that video of putting that interlock in on my breaker panel in the house so we can plug a generator in that and adding that. I'm only going to do a 30 amp. I thought about a 50 amp, which after I do this, I'll probably wish I did do a 50 amp, but I'm going to do the 30 amp. Basically, all I need is to keep the refrigerators going and the lights. Now, if it's in dead summertime and we lose power, I'll come out here in this building and fire it up because that mini split keeps this building pretty cold, and it won't require a big 50 amp to run it. 30 amp will do just fine. One of my alternative deals, because your home air conditioner pulls a lot of amps and a lot of wattage when they're running them things. And out here we are total electric, so everything runs on electric, hot water heater, all that stuff. And so you really need a big generator to power it. And I've got two, and I could piggyback them, but one of them's good size. It's just I don't know if it'd do the whole house. But then you got the cost of the gasoline for them. I wish I had a big propane tank sitting out here, like the old farms had, the big LP or natural gas propane sitting out to the side. I could hook that sucker up. Maybe in time, maybe I'll get one and switch over some of the appliances to run on that thing too, like the heater or I could run the AC, but heater. That way we can be fully powered in the event of an outage. But that gasoline, shoot, man, I'm sure I would spend a fortune on just trying to power that thing. Now, granted, we were out for a day and a half, but there's been a time or two where we've been down for a week. I think we've been down a week here when we had that major ice storm where we lost power for days. Everything shut down. Of course, we're on a well, so the water was out, all of that stuff. But I know back when I was in Hearst, we were out several days, 2 weeks at a time, a couple times, once in the winter and once in the summer. And that was brutal. Luckily, the generator handled, and all I did was throw a window unit into a window and kept our bedrooms cold. Ours and our sons. Hey, Johnny, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Johnny at Gillum Farms. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, the way those things pull those amps and those motors running when they're pulling a load, it's sucking that gas. Now, one of my generators is a tri-fuel, so it could run on propane. One of them's all gas, but one of them's LP or natural gas, tri-fuel. It'll run on the gas, LP, liquid, or whatever. So, but definitely, I'm going to get us set up just in case, so we have lights and keep the refrigerators going where we don't lose all of our food like we've done in the past, except for the winter time, because it was so freaking cold. I boxed everything up and set it out in the back porch when it was 20 degrees and lower, so it kept everything good. But that's a pain in the butt. And then again, too, with this little shop, we could definitely have heat and AC if need be. I'll throw us up a little cot, or Pretty and Pooch sleep on the floor out here for all that matters. And speaking of, somebody rolled in here too. Pretty made it. Barely, huh? Yeah, look at there. Huh?
I can't have it.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll drink it. Dang it.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You need a swig of water or anything? You do have a water. But Pretty's made it in the house, so there you go. Oof. Y'all get to have a little Pretty in your life tonight. And we've been carrying on. I've been chatting it up with everybody, so I'm sure you heard.
Hi, Dale. Hi, Nana. Hi, Paul.
I'm sure you heard about Heather. Me telling about canning stuff. So
ain't canning nothing. Hi, Lori. Hi, Brian. Hi, Evelyn.
But yep.
Hi, Jennifer.
I've been hanging with all these fine folks in here, coming in here tonight with us, and ran it solo.
Yeah, did a good
I
job.
told them we were slacking a little bit because we missed last week, but with all the to-dos going on, it's hard, ain't it?
Hi, Lori. It is hard.
With all the to-dos. Baby looks like she might be a little frazzled. Is she cranky tonight?
No, I'm just tired.
You're not cranky?
Hi, Neil. Hi, Marianne. I'm not cranky.
Not cranky?
Hi, Heather.
So I don't guess I need to ask you if you want to wrestle later.
No wrestling.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
What did that say?
Oh, Josh is, I don't know which one you're going at, but a lot of folks have been running this chat. It's hard for me to keep up with it. I did my best, though, to try to keep up with you.
I am definitely not a big time. Oh, yeah, I'm a big time canner. I'll go get me some cans off the shelf.
Oh yeah, that's what I told him. We'd go get the Green Giant or the Del Monte.
Cooking books, Brian. What are you talking about? Anyways, yeah. So yeah, you were doing a great job, babe.
Yeah,
I
I
just
was-
came in for a quick shout because I hear the dogs barking. I feel bad that I didn't go in there and say hi to my puppies.
They'll
First,
be all right. We only got a few minutes left anyway.
Yeah, we only have 15 minutes.
They keeping Granny company in there. See, that's another good thing with Granny being here. Puppy's got somebody to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
Now they run that back door like nothing, I'm sure, but you know, anytime they're like you, anytime they go outside, they think it's treat time.
Oh,
and look at there. Speaking of, what the heck?
He says for all.
Look,
Look at old mammy.
Hey, come on over here, old mammy. Old mammy stepped in here with us too. But
Huh, mister? That's okay.
what do you do?
You
Bust
can
out the
stay.
door? Come here, mister.
He can stay.
Come here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do what? Oh, okay. Yeah, Mister come out here with Granny. She brought something that Pretty can't have, so I'll go ahead and move it over here. That way you don't have to look at it.
I need it.
Yeah, he's leaving. Come here, Mitter. I'll see if Mitter wants to be on the camera tonight. Come here, Mister. Come here, boy. Let's see.
Yeah, I gave up Diet Cokes for Lent and it's killing me. There's our
Mitter.
boy.
There's a Mitter.
Good boy.
He's got to see what's going on in here too, don't you, boy? Look at there. Yeah, Mama's home. Mama's home. Mama's home. Mama's home. That's what their favorite thing to do when they see Mama come home. They like to get after it and get to barking. Say, you're on TV tonight, mister. That's a good boy. Boy, his breath is horrid too.
He can't help it.
Okay.
Him probably needs the rest of his teeth pulled.
Yep. This dog had all of his choppers pulled out a while back.
Most of them, not
most
all.
of them. But yeah, he's probably need to take him again and get some more taken out. But
yeah,
he's poor. When we got him as a puppy, all he wanted to do is chew on everything. Kevin, did Kevin Hiking with Jackie boys in here? Welcome in. There's Barton's Living. Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with us. I got to catch up with
Bye,
you guys
Square
on some of
County.
y'all's too. Yep, Square County. Thank you for showing up with us tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you folks tuning in
He's
with
a
us.
good boy.
He's a good boy.
Did you get out when old Mammy came out? Oh, that was sweet of her.
Yeah.
To bring me a Diet Coke. I just love her. She's so precious.
Yeah, I was telling everybody about all the cooking and the chow we get to eat around this camp. And none of it is expected. But we're taking old Mammy out this weekend too. So you want to go sniff around some, boy? Here you go. Go ahead. Go look around.
Mr. Gums. Yeah, we'll call him Mr. Gums. That's a good name, Brian. Yeah, no wrestling later. Maybe you and Lisa can wrestle.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let me know if y'all get to wrestle. Is Nana ain't crabby tonight, is she?
I'm tired.
Are you?
Tired.
I know it's time change just kind of jacks with everything, even though
I'm tired because I'm working all day every day since my help quit.
Yeah, how's that going? You got any interviews lined up yet?
Well, we won't until the end of next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you get any more good ones yet?
I have 1 or 2 out of 100.
1 or 2 out of that might be good, right?
Might.
Yeah, that sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe old Mammy ought to come up there and set the desk.
Hey, if you guys did not get a chance, so this past Saturday, some of the, if any of you guys are even familiar or interested or aware, some of the kings from the
Surrender to
Kings
Rise
and Queens from Surrender to Rise book series went live on Saturday. So many people went on and shared a little bit about their story or their testimony. And David with Goat Days, he came on and he was interviewed live. They were live interviews and he shared a little bit of his story. He did so well. And the King's version of the book is going to be coming out soon. I think they finished up the last draft. But if you go to Goat Days' community page, you'll see his hi Kevin, you'll see his video, and then I shared mine on my page, No Judgment Here with Tish Ross podcast. just a little quick interview. And so I'm thinking that, well, I've been asked to take my podcast to a channel that is also going to be a what do you call it?
Syndicated.
Yeah, a syndicated
So
channel.
she's going back on the radio, I guess.
No, it's not radio. It's actually it's like a station with a whole bunch of TV programs. A whole bunch of programs. So
well, that'll be cool.
Let me see. Derek said he asked Gina if she wanted to wrestle one time, and she picked up a steel chair, and it didn't go well.
Well, she must have been cranky that night then.
Mitzi DeLuca. Hi, and there's Brian Horstman.
Yeah, if they're cranky, Derek.
Yeah, there's no
wrestling unless they say, well, maybe after I get through being tired and cranky. But yeah, I think David Goat Days as well. Didn't he post his little segment on his channel?
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay,
go
good.
And see his post. He has his interview, and he did so well. I was so proud of him. He did amazingly. So, yep. Proud. And I'm happy to see Josh Sherman was in the chat. Yep. I love you, Josh, and just pray for you every day. And I think about you every day like you're my own kid. So
there's Brian.
Hi, Heather. Yeah.
Welcome
Brian
in.
Horstman.
Yep. Brian Horstman, welcome in.
Horstman or Hortman?
Hortman. Appreciate you joining us.
I'm glad you're here.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
But
so, yeah.
Yep. So that's all of that.
Yeah. And of course, I was kind of talking about what you and I had watched throughout the week. And I didn't want to give it away, but I was close on it.
You said a lot.
Folks just need to go watch it, though. It was so cool, actually. I mean, I'm surprised I stuck around and watched it.
I'm glad you could be here too, Josh.
Yeah, most definitely. That's another. We need to make a little ride up that way, too, and see what he's doing. Yeah, go invade his camp.
Go see him. Yeah, you guys have to go watch it because it's really good. Beast Games. It's good. It's you would think that it's like watching just a game to win some money, but it's like Pooch said, it also shows how relationships are. And I'm so freaking gullible. I'd have been out, but because I believe people, like, you just got to watch. And how money can be, it just depends on the person that has the money, but it can be the root of all evil. It can be.
Oh, it is all the time. I mean, it's going to draw out.
Paul.
It doesn't matter who it is. It's going to draw out the bad for sure.
Yes. Brian, you have a great voice. Yes. I was happy to hear you sing.
Yep. Any of these folks thinking of or going to any of the meetups, the Mid-America or the Eufaula? I told them that you were going to go to your event on the Eufaula.
Yeah, I'm going to my event.
That Pooch would probably be rolling solo on that one.
Yep. Pooch is going to roll solo in May because I have the Queen's version. Kings and Queens are going to be there of the Surrender to Rise book signing. There's going to be a lot of people there. And especially with my show going on syndicated, I need to be there. So I'm going.
I also told them that maybe if you had a weekend free of the Mid-America, that maybe we could roll up and just a day visit.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because there's folks there that I know that won't be at the Eufaula. So, I want to be able to catch them.
Hi, Critter Creek.
Dale said he ain't singing. Come on, Dale, you sang at the last one.
That's true, Johnny. I mean, it is really insane how
Mickey Critter Creek,
that money just it's insane really to watch, isn't it?
It's crazy to watch
people's minds, and it's unscripted. So and
see, that's why I thought crazy. I would be out on it, because I was like, I already know where this is going. But I mean, it was actually good to watch. It was because you and I both were just like calling people out left as if we were there.
Yeah, but I mean, I told you to watch. I mean, I'd seen it before, but I missed a lot of things the first time I watched it. So I wanted Pooch to watch. And
I told him I'd bailed out real quick and sent I would have sent my team home.
Don't say anything. Oh, Evelyn says she's going to try to make it to both. She's still
All right.
a little up in the air on Mid-America.
Yeah.
And Heather's still trying to make it.
All right,
to
Heather.
some meetup someday.
Hopefully
Heather,
you can,
I
Heather.
hope. Yes, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, Dale, you did a great job.
Yeah, Dana says you did a great job. You do. You sing well as well,
Mm-hmm.
Dale.
Sure does. He did good.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I need to go in and say hi to my doggies and go and feed them and
Need to get a little chow yourself.
Maybe a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hungry.
I'm kind
I
of
had
hungry.
macaroni and cheese today.
Oh, I'm ready to chow on something too. And I know Granny, oh, Mammy made some chow in there. So we'll be able to go in and wolf.
I'll be sad not to see you, Brian. I'll be sad not to see everybody, but you know,
yeah,
gotta go do what I gotta do.
Maybe we'll do a live and pull Pretty in on it while we're there. You could join us on the panel. That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
But folks, I know we're probably going to jump out of here a couple minutes early. It is 7:56, but I know Pretty wants to get inside, and I'm ready to go inside. But I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in here and hanging out with Pooch and Pretty. So we got back on a routine, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But again, don't forget who's coming up. Don't forget who was before us. Derek Fowler, Amy Leonard Mountain Homestead, Pretty and Pooch, Mike and Terry MT Homestead are coming up. Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse is also coming up at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Peter, Old Man King Homestead, will be closing it up for the night. And then Homestead Hangout tomorrow night with all those great folks. So go check them out.
Mm-hmm.
But again, everybody remember, everybody needs a friend named Pooch. And they call me Pooch.
And everybody needs a little Pretty in their life.
And she's my Pretty. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you got to get in here with them.
Me too. All right. We're gonna go wrestle.
Yeah, we're gonna go wrestle. Hey, yeah. She said we're gonna go wrestle. We're gonna go wrestle now.
I ain't wrestling. I'm too tired. Got a headache. All right. Bye, guys.
Appreciate it, folks. See you again. Hit the like button on the way out. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Ding.